know you sad about it, know you sad about it.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Switch up! Switch up!
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 22, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run. Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
A run for Nick Chubb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 20. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, and the Ravens have taken the lead. So let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A give running right is Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson now. And he's going to go down again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. That's caught at the 25. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the I. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Shotgun handoff now for Love. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, 81 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's got Green.
Jackson's pass complete to A.J. Green. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Okay, ready. 51, Mike 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 31, check 31. Rush in, right now.
Chubb on the counter, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play football.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Love. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. On second down now, it's Gibson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, here's Love. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Haskins. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
On second down, it's Love. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Redskins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders. And
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Redskins 31, Ravens 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get it. Check. Lucky.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd and 9, Haskins, and he finds the tight end Rodgers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Redskins.
They'll run on first down. Love. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Love again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready? 20, squeeze. Just heavy on the edges. Check 50, check 50.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Latimer's got it. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
Ready. Here we go. Check. Crunch.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Jackson, he'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile,